He's just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast.
Bright and early. So what are we going to get into today? Well, off camera, I've been doing some measuring and checking on Baby D's little 5.7. So I have taken a dial bore gauge and checked every cylinder on the 5.7. Let's take a look at the bores. I don't know how well you can see that. You see a little typical wear, but it is, let me get on the other side here so you can see. See, it's got a little wear, but the truth is the hash marks are still there. This is our problem cylinder right here, number 3. And, it's hard to do this. Truthfully, measures out perfect. The bore is 3.9217. Top to bottom, she's pretty dang square, like half a thou kind of thing. Which leads us back to what's going on with number 3. Most likely a timing issue, I would guess. Upon further investigation, stock pistons in a 5.7 are definitely a weak point. I also thought maybe our pressure sending unit for oil pressure maybe is giving us a problem. Maybe it's scaled wrong. Not quite sure about that yet. It is the correct sensor. I talked to my buddy David Page at Edelbrock. He's the expert on that stuff. Turns out it's the right sensor. Is it scaled wrong? Maybe. Is the oil pressure low? Maybe. But I can tell you the rod bearings look awesome. Trying to make a decision now. Might as well go ahead, because if I don't, y'all are going to kill me in the comments. Pull the front cover off. Take a peep at the oil pump, which I did when I built this thing 3 years ago. See what that looks like. Maybe go ahead and pull the main caps off. Take a look at the main bearings. I'm quite sure they are good by looking at the rod bearings. The main bearings see the oil before the rod bearings, so I would just venture to say that the mains are good too. But we'll get the front cover off, take a peep at all of it. But Baby D's cylinders, so I think where we're down to now is, because of my crazy schedule, still thinking I'm just going to order some good rods and pistons, drop them right in there, send it. Time to go to work. Well, you just saw we got the front knocked off of this. I spent a little time making sure that the timing marks are correct. Just because we're here, we might as well do it. And they are. I will show you right quick. Turn the light on. See that little square on the chain? I marked silver on the crankshaft there. That was where the dot is, so that's straight down. Straight up here, there's 2. See the little black line I put on the variable valve timing deal? That's where the mark is, and there's 2 squares, rectangles on the timing chain. They're correct, so timing is good. So the next thing I did is I have the oil pump here. Y'all don't forget, go check out the website for merchandise now that I think about it. So I took the oil pump apart. Nothing jumps out at me that should prevent us from having oil pressure from the oil pump being a problem, other than if you see there's some wear marks right here. You can kind of feel them, but not horrible. So the way that works, this goes on the crank, this spins. I think this is called a gerotor pump. Spins, pushes the oil. I have to pull the pressure release valve out. I don't know, really. I know I could put a washer in there and that would increase pressure. I do know that. The other side of the cover is fine. I don't really see wear marks on that. But just in the name of doing it right, might as well put an oil pump on here. Because if I don't, I'll see it in the comments. Now, next thing we're going to do, flip the short block upside down, take a peep at the old main caps. Might as well do that while we're here. Not the main caps, the main bearings. I already know in my heart they're going to be okay. At least I think they are. I believe they are. Let's flip this thing upside down and take a look. We have the main caps off and everything looks good. Don't pay no attention to that. That's behind the rear main seal. Everything looks good. The rod bearings, I don't care how they look in this video, they have normal wear, but no copper showing. Still no smoking gun for low oil pressure. Plain and simple. The last thing I need to do before pulling the trigger on ordering parts is something I saw in the comments a lot. So before I show y'all what we're fixing to do, I'm gonna sit down. So the first motor that I put in here, Junkyard 5.7, Brent, PFI Speed, John, Boosted Motorsports, we went to the dyno. We burned up number 3, very, very similar to this. Saw a lot of comments. Was it the same injectors? It was not. I got another Junkyard 5.7 that was not nearly as nice as the first one. This one was a police car motor that was loaded with carbon from idle time. The first one only had 5,000 miles on it. This one, who knows? So what the comments kept saying is it the same injectors? It is not. But because of that happening the first time, I did buy a fuel injector cleaner and tester. Sitting right here. Number 1, number 3 are problem child 5.7. So let me get this set up and we'll give it a test and just see. Do we have an injector problem on number 3? Let's do this. So we're all set up here. Let's just start with a high-speed value test. And go. We'll let it run here for a moment. Let's just let it get up there to like 20 cc's. Stop. Number 1, dead on 20. Number 3, pretty much the same. Number 5, pretty much the same. And 7. Looking across that, I do not see an issue. Drop that out. Now let's try idling test. And we'll let it go for just, I don't know, 15 seconds or something. Maybe 10. I don't see a thing wrong go here till right now. Idle test, just below 10 on number 1. Where is that at? It is a little off on idle by 2 cc's. This one's actually lower. Those two are a little off at idle speed. All right, let's do the fun one. High speed test. Let's do that. And high speed, which is where you would burn something up. Go. Oh, we're ripping. We are ripping. Who's not keeping up? There's 10 seconds. We're going to go 15 seconds. Boom. Number 1. 30. No, a little below 29. Also probably 29 on our problem child. The one lagging a little bit is number 5. That's also 28. 28, 27. All this being said, that's pretty close. We do not have an injector problem. That's the way I see that. That's pretty good. I will, because I got them out, I'll check 2468 side. I will also put them in the ultrasonic cleaner, which comes with this fuel injector tester dealio here. So, leads us back to most likely too much ignition timing, maybe just in number 3. Possible. So, I've got everything apart pretty much. Hadn't checked the cam bearings. Don't know that I will. Maybe. So, not an injector problem. Oh, some of y'all talking about compression. This thing's stock. Junkyard stock with a nice comp cam in it. Other than that, the cylinder heads are very nice. Those were done by Arrington Performance, CNC ported, got different valves in it. They are 2018 model, so they are the nicer head. The early models, you didn't want those. Seats would fall out. Blah, 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 blah. So, back to work. There's our 1357 side and our 2468 ones. Let's give them a quick check. I'm not going to bore y'all with all of this, so we're on an idling test at the moment, and go. Off and running. Busted out the old dingle ball horn. Look at that. These things look good. Just a quick roop roop. Ready to go. Crank out, cam out, check cam bearings. Everything looks good. We need rods, pistons, and we'll be going back together. Can't believe the boards were square. Dingle ball home for the win. Rings, bearings, we'll be good to go. We'll put some gap in the bearings, in the rings. We'll cut the rings. We'll get to that when we get them. Anyway, that's going to be about it for the day, because now it's a little cleanup. Got to put all this stuff away. 5.7 Gen 3, baby. Let's go. What a beautiful day. It's actually almost chilly. 65 degrees, which is a big change from where we've been, which is in the 90s. 65 is almost chilly. So rolling out here to the shop. Obviously I'm home. Baby D's Gen 3 HEMI 5.7. Crankshaft. Off camera. Been doing a bunch of cleaning, and I don't know if y'all can see. I ran the dingle ball hone through the cylinders. Come out very nice, actually. Have spent a lot of time with the CRC Smart Washer, which heats the solution eats it up. Does a good job cleaning the bed of Baby D. As you can see, completely full of parts. I've cleaned the cylinder heads, put a little lube on there so nothing rust. Everything looks nice. Those aren't nice. Broke. Cleaned the oil pan. Everything that come out of this motor looked really good, with the exception of these two pistons. So, made a decision. While I've been traveling, made the decision. We are doing drop-in rods and pistons. There's the box. Some of the stuff I ordered, it came in. For those of y'all wondering, yes, I borrowed a dial bore gauge. This is a 3.917 bore engine, which is stock. This hole and this hole were the two in questions. Less than 1 thou out. This way. This way, 0. Whoop. Checked them all. I'm going to be honest. 1 thou out doesn't scare me. So now we get to go do the fun part. That is taking a look at what we bought, measuring, checking, cutting rings, assembling rods and pistons together. Let's go to work. Let's go. All right, there is our new coated pistons. This is a Mala piston. Of course, I've worked with Mala forever. G3 HEMI piston. Let's look. Set that right there and compare. You can see that this piston has a little more material on the bottom ring where this broke. And of course here, the wrist pin will support that. Little more room here to the top. And it's forged. Cast aluminum, forged aluminum. Should be better. So what we ordered was these Molnar, I guess. Supposed to be a really good rod. And it's an I-beam rod. Nice forged rod. Baby D should have a much better piece right here, right now. Just got to get everything assembled. And I think we're going from a floating wrist pin. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. See how the wrist pin moves and the rod's moving? On this setup, the rod will slide on the wrist pin, and there's a groove right here that we'll put a circlip in, some kind of snap ring. I don't know what they are. I hadn't opened it up yet. And the rod will then float on the wrist pin. Got some assembly to do, but Baby D's going to be much, much stronger. It'll be ready for them rev limiter popping burnouts that you know's coming after we get this thing done. After we get somebody over here to look at the tune-up and check out what's happening with cylinder number 3, which twice has essentially blew the thing up. We got to figure that out before we do them rev limiter popping burnouts. Let's go to work. So doing a little checking, making sure we have the right pistons, and we do. Here is our wrist pin, and you can see this is a much thicker wall wrist pin. And here is our little, I think these are called a circlip, that will snap in to our groove right there. And again, the rod will float on this wrist pin. So, nice set of Mala wrist pins to replace our old, wore out, broken parts. I'm not going to bore you with assembly of that, but I gotta take my time, measure, check everything, make sure it's correct, and assemble a Gen 3 HEMI. Let's go. And my free help done showed up.
Who said it was free?
We've been in the process of washing everything. JC's trying to wrestle them circlips in. Don't lose any. We don't have no extras.
Yeah.
You know, it'll go slinging out across the shop somewhere. So basically, even though everything's brand new, we gotta wash it all, get it cleaned up, ready to go. JC's putting one circlip in on each side, then we'll put the wrist pins in, put the circlip on the other side. Getting them in there is a booger bear, though.
I see that. I'm trying to figure out how to eat it.
Yep, rods and pistons are assembled. Hopefully, we got all them circlips in them little grooves.
We got them in there. I don't know who won, but we got them in there.
So that's done. Well, that was a little bit of a challenge. Them circlips are strong. Now, we start the process of cutting rings. So you got to cut top and second ring. We are going to cut them at 28 thou. I think I already said that. At some point, I'm hoping there's some boost going on top of this thing. We absolutely love the old Edelbrock E-Force that's on JC's GTO. Sounds good, makes power. At some point, I would like to do that. So we are not only opening up the ring end gap, we also took a little compression away. About a half a point, I think, where we went. Maybe a little more counting this head gasket. I got a...
It'll be real user-friendly with that supercharger on there.
Just makes cool sounds.
It'll, not that maybe they need it, but it will really be neat.
Yeah, it does. I think I said it off camera a while ago, probably can raise the rev limiter up just because of the rods and pistons.
We ain't got the motor built. He wants to raise the rev limiter up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we see where this is headed here.
Yes. I was fixing to head down here to this. So we've talked about this thing having very little oil pressure. There's a little, this is the outer cover of the oil pump, y'all. Ever so slight wear, but you can't even feel that. It's like, doesn't bother me. I think I've talked about this already in another video. And I think this is called a gerotor pump. It actually don't look horrible. The only thing that bugs me is this, you can feel some. But it's very minimal. Feel that, see what you think. It ain't terrible.
Ain't terrible, but I feel it here too, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, if you scrape it with your finger, now you can feel it. It ain't the worst, but
I'm gonna tell the truth. I know LSs are this way. I'm not a fan of a pump that goes on the end of your crankshaft.
yeah.
And the reason is you can't pre-oil the thing really. I know you can pressurize, put some oil in it, do it that way. I know that. But I like sticking
The old school.
a drill in there and make some oil pressure. But you can't do that with this. So I think there is a new oil pump in our future. Even if the sensor settings are incorrect and Baby D only made 30 pounds of oil pressure cold, it never showed any bearing wear. I'm not going to do it, but I'm not scared to put the rod bearings and main bearings back in that we took out. You?
Yeah, that's what's crazy, you know, for not to register on the gauge a lot of oil pressure bearings were, you could have set them.
Well, starting the process of cutting rings, and these things tell you they need to be cut. I'm trying to find the gap so y'all can see right there. It is essentially no gap when you take them out of the package. JC's over here finishing up rods and piston assembly. I've already got rings cut for 1 and 2. He's enjoying them circlips. Having fun with that?
No, I got it right out. I don't swap that. I need my little screwdriver back.
Yeah, yep. So we're just getting things done. The next thing on the agenda, once we get bottom half of the box there, brother, like 4th drawer down. Up that drawer, yep. Once we get the rings cut, we're going to stick the crankshaft back in, check our end play, and we'll start dropping some pistons in. And I just thought about it, dude. We got to get some head bolts because these are one-time use torque to yields that are in here. I don't want to put head studs in this because
So hard to get the
you can't get the heads off
with studs in it.
with studs in it without taking the studs out, obviously.
You need to be on the phone, yeah.
I think we can just get them at Parts Plus down the road. They're actually inexpensive, like $30 for a set of head bolts.
So it's just factory though, it ain't
Factory,
ARP or
not
nothing.
ARP.
Okay.
And to resist the temptation, you know what I did?
What?
The ones that come out of it,
Throw it away?
right in the garbage.
Okay.
That way me and you ain't tempted like, oh, we could
going.
we could get this thing running. We know we're not today. We're trying to do this correctly, and I called the last time I did this, I think, backyard junkyard Hemi rebuild. We're doing the same thing but with nicer parts this time because I want to turn that rev limiter up. All right, back to not my least favorite thing to do, but one of cutting rings. I'm gonna get back at it. We are rolling. Crankshaft's in. We still got to do the side bolts. Find it very interesting how this Gen 3 Hemi is extremely similar to the top fuel car. Nowadays, though, because we pull so many main studs, the top fuel car now has a 4-bolt main, as somebody over there is thinking, just like a freaking Chevrolet. Did I say that? I did, didn't I? But we got to put our side bolts in. This is like, say, standard old Hemi, like 69 426. Main studs, side bolts, similar. The difference being it's got the one-piece rear main seal, which I got to go get a new one. We're this far apart. It wasn't leaking, but no need in encouraging one. We're going to go get one. Also, sitting over here, it took us a while, but we got our Mala pistons. All the rings are cut and ready to go. I'm also very excited because I bought a ring compressor for this bore. JC made me do that because he didn't want to deal with that. What do you call them old ones we used forever? I still have it.
Dinosaurs.
You dinosaurs, and putting them in is, and the rings are so tiny on this.
Yeah, this is gonna make it really, really nice.
Yeah, that's definitely going to improve the installation of the pistons. So we're going to get these side bolts in. We're going to drop some pistons in. And then we got to run to Parts Plus and get some stuff. We're getting there. We're on day 47 of what may be the slowest engine build in history. But we're doing it right. So Gen 3 Hemi. We've got timing chain on. It's weird.
It's Pontiac.
It's Pontiac, old school Pontiac. Dot at the top with these 2 marks, and then this link at the bottom with the dot. I'm really documenting this so when it don't start, we can go back and...
Yeah, that way we can blame it on everybody's video that we've looked at.
Yeah, yeah. But it is old school Pontiac. Now you're getting your first taste of LS style Gen 3 Hemi oil pump there.
Yeah. I'm glad we put a new one on. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better. Probably nothing wrong with the old one, but
Yep, brand new.
Brand new, exactly.
I'm still of the opinion, I do not like the fact you can't spin it and pre-oil it, but we're going to have plenty of lube on there to, look at there. It was a matter of lining them slots up, wasn't it?
Wasn't holding my mouth right, was it?
When everything's lined up, it fits. Our next issue is, I don't know where I put the bolts at, but we'll find them. We're getting there. Okay. Once that's done, pistons are going in. Get you try out our new ring compressor.
We're excited about that.
I am.
Maybe to make life simple.
Hopefully. Day 48. Look at there. The Mala pistons are all in there. Both sides. How's it turn over? Does it turn over good?
I look at this.
Look at that. With a little bitty 3/8 short.
Throw a little gas on it, it'll crank.
It might crank right here.
Look at that, ain't that pretty?
It only took us, what, 4 or 5 days?
But we ain't been on it long today at all.
No.
And Pistons are in. So.
Pistons are in. Now we're going to get to front cover, oil pan, cylinder heads.
We're gonna make a short block today.
Yeah, we got a short block. We're gonna make a long block.
Well, we're gonna make a long block, yeah.
Then we got to get to the point of this truck now got air conditioned. So the first time I did this, none of this was in here. This will unbolt and come out, but my AC works great. So JC wants to pull transmission out, and I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah. I think it'd just be easier. I don't want to mess with the air conditioning.
I don't either because it blows ice cubes. So I think when we get to that point, we'll pull the transmission out, put the motor in, which will be really easy because we'll just straight down. Yep. And we'll wrestle with lining up the old clutch, the old dual disc McLeod from underneath. But hey, we had the transmission out of this thing not too long ago.
Right, and you said it went right back in.
It went right back in.
I wasn't even here to help you put it in.
It went right back in. And my buddy Krista Baldwin, who works at McLeod, got us a brand new clutch alignment tool. So that'll help it out. All right, back to work. We had somebody come in that won't get on camera, kind of like the way you used to be.
Yeah. She's still smart.
Hey, but you know what it got you?
What?
It got you a big old hug at St. Louis.
I got a fan.
You got a fan from being on the YouTube channel. Back to work. I thought you was just going to do the ugga-dugga. You got a torque wrench.
Well,
act like what we're doing.
We better do this before we forget it.
Yep. Well, I was going to get the 1/2-inch drive impact out and give it 2 ugga-duggas. It's pretty in there. Them little Y-beam rods.
Yes, sir.
Fancy. I like it. Them old 7/16 ARP bolts take a little bit of torque, don't they? They don't look 7/16 because the heads are small, but the bolt itself is pretty big. I need to hold the raggedy motor stand. Look. He knows work's going on and he's trying to interrupt it.
Yep.
Be careful what you say. I'm filming you on phone right now. Hold on, I gotta get you on speaker. What'd you say?
I said, hi, people.
Yes.
You're right. So,
Y'all hear that, internet? Mike Cotton just said I'm right.
here's the deal.
It is shaping up into a motor. Front cover's on. Dirty water pump. We put that on, what, during the winter probably?
Yeah, it's not that old.
Not that old.
Yeah.
We talked about this already, but it's a good way to show y'all this cool freaking windage tray / oil pan gasket that's pretty dang cool. And the ARP studs come with a spot to catch the pickup, which is right there. And always remember, make sure you got that O-ring on there. Me and JC have had an issue with that before. So that just sets down on there. And we'll take the plug out of the drain pan and make sure our pickup's like close to the bottom without touching. But this windage tray deal is pretty freaking awesome. Love how they do that. It's really silicone free, but I put a little dab where the rear main seal goes on just because, and where the front cover does. What was you going to say?
This has always been my theory on the windage tray. If you was at the beach and you're running in the water, then you get out and you get on the sand, you can run much faster in the sand than you can the water. And the same as these rods. They're not dragging in the oil. It keeps it away from it.
That's a good analogy.
I thought you'd like that.
How about me using that big word analogy? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't spell that word, but I know what it is. So we're going to get the pan on here momentarily, and then the old Arrington Performance cylinder heads will be the next thing going on.
It's coming together.
Yeah, after we show everybody the lifters, that's coming up next. We continue rolling right along with the backyard junkyard Hemi rebuild, but with much nicer parts. So JC's learning a little bit.
Well, I've learned a lot.
It ain't no small block Chevrolet, but
No,
it's still the same, but not, right?
It's different.
So I wanted to show y'all, a lot of y'all will know this already. So it is a hydraulic roller, and it's just got these trays. They simply slide in, got one bolt right in the center, and that's all there is to it. The downside is, though, got to take the heads off, get the lifters out. That's the downside.
Yeah.
I am told you can rotate the cam, which pushes the lifters up, and change the cam. I ain't never tried it, but that's what I'm told. So, lifters are going in. Just wanted y'all to see them. Slide a set of them in there, bro. Well, let me put a little lube on there first. One sec.
Let me get my papers on.
Yep. Gotta have them cheaters. I'm with you. So they literally just line up. And yes, you can see I marked them. Boom, slide
Bam!
in.
Look at there. Bam!
Is that cool or
That's
what?
cool. Yes, it is.
Like I say, it's just kind of a neat little deal. I like them. I'm gonna get in trouble with JC. It's approaching midnight, and the truth is, his bedtime's 9:30, 10 o'clock. My bedtime, typically 1 a.m. But he'll be up at 6 a.m. I'll be up at 9 a.m. At any rate, why I'm going to be in trouble is because I come out here and did some work, and this is a me and my best friend project, and I couldn't help it. I was in the house, and I done watched all my favorite YouTube shows, so I come out, wanted to show y'all what I've got done, and just a little bit more about kind of what the Gen 3 HEMI looks like and how similar it is to the original. Well, not the original, but the 426 HEMI, which is what is basically all nitro cars. That's what they are. 69 426 HEMI base. There's nothing 426 HEMI parts-wise in a top fuel car or a funny car. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to do a whole YouTube about that one of these days. So, here is under the valve cover with the rocker gear on. The top fuel car has two rocker shafts just like this, but the top fuel car here has rocker stands. These are individuals, and of course 2 spark plugs per hole. That's the same. It looks very similar. It's just very tiny in comparison to the top fuel car and the way the 426 HEMI was. Like I say, the top fuel car has full stands that all come off together. I am going to point out, and I am not like David Freiberger that I can just call off what cam is in this thing. I do not remember. Over here in my paperwork somewhere, I got a Baby D stack. It does have a comp cam in it, and I don't know what size it is. But it has comp cam's beehive springs. I don't know if you can really see that. Smaller at the top, get bigger as they go down, like a beehive. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. Probably talked about this some already, but the intake ports on these heads are phenomenal. They just go, shoop. You can see the valve right there, straight down. You can see that the intake ports are flat, and the intake sets flat down on that thing. What I am still concerned with, number 1, a little bit. Number 3, a lot. I'm excited to get this back in there and get into the fast system and see what is wrong. Does it have too much timing? I don't know. I'm leaning towards it's got too much timing, but there is no word in the Hebrew language for coincidence. So, with that being said, why has it burned up number 3 twice? 2 different motors, 2 different sets of fuel injectors. Is that a Gen 3 trait? Is number 3 a problem when you beat on them the way I beat on this one? So, coming up on midnight, just about to have this thing to the point of going back in the truck. It's getting really close. Sorry, JC. I know you'll watch this. And yes, I know this was like our project, but I couldn't help it. All I did was put rocker gear on. Couldn't help it. Sorry. I just hope you torqued all the rods. I'm sure you did. I hope you did. I think you did. I didn't watch you though. I'm just floating that out there because I know when you watch this, you'll be like, did I torque them all? Or you're going to give me crap saying, I think I torqued them all. Anyway, almost midnight. I'm going to call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow. Video's not over. Motor's not done. Motor's not in. I'll be back tomorrow. It won't be in the morning because I don't get up too early. Hemi, baby. I don't know if it's because we're getting old. Are we getting smarter? We took transmission out. Never, ever in our past would we have done that. We would just fight it and wrestle it. Of course, we also didn't have a lift. So we just...
Wrestling a grizzly bear probably never come out good. So, I mean, look at this, y'all. Come on. Here.
Whole lot of Hemi going on.
There's a lot of motor going in there, so...
Whole lot of Hemi going
we
on.
need all the room we can get.
Yep.
You know, it's bad when you have to take power brake booster and master cylinder off to put a motor in. So.
And we've left a lot of stuff because that's got to get in the proper spot. Power steering pump's got to get in the proper spot. And then you can just look. I've turned this thing into like an electrical fire waiting to happen. But old Dusty's coming out. Motor fin go in. We're going to have to hang our McLeod clutch in there. Then we'll attempt to put it in.
Yeah. It's only been, what, 3 months now?
Yeah.
Going back?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it stays in there. Well, it did make it, I think, 3 years.
It's going to work this time because there ain't going to be no getting on it.
Yeah, until Mr. David Page comes in.
David Page comes and looks at this number 3
Yeah.
coil pack and see what this time is going on.
And number one a little bit.
Yeah.
Number one wasn't hurt, but it wasn't happy. But that one was definitely not happy.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't come without the battle wounds from the old man skin.
Yep. Yep.
You got one yet?
No.
Dang, that means you ain't been doing nothing.
Well, I got mine yesterday.
You did. It's in there. It's a long way from done, but one battle scar down. Transmission fixing to go back in, then we'll start the fun part.
Yep.
You know what that is?
All of it's been fun.
Well, how about the aggravating
Oh, you're
part?
talking about the headers.
The headers.
Yeah.
Bragging yesterday or last night on how the intake ports are straight down. The exhaust ports are close to the same way, which means the header bolts go up pretty much straight up. And it's a JOB, but we're getting it done. Good gooly mooly, dude. You know what?
G3 HEMI. Yeah.
Header problems.
Never put a set of headers on laying on my back.
Oh, yes, you have. We did it in the gravel all the time. We just didn't have to put the header bolts in that way. I'm telling y'all, the headers fit nice, the motor fits nice, but them are a booger bear. The ones on the bottom. You can kind of see 3 right there pretty easy. And this side, it ain't no cakewalk. I'm gonna get the light so y'all can see. It ain't no cakewalk, but they're in there. Now, we'll hang the exhaust underneath.
That'll be everything underneath.
I think so.
Yeah.
Put some exhaust on it, and then we get to play with spaghetti. Shoot, even the radiator's in. We just gotta put some hoses on.
Yeah,
Oh, we ain't done under bottom. Most important thing about the truck. Air
the
conditioning.
air conditioner.
Air conditioning
Yeah.
and power steering. Folks, we are getting there. Even with our dingle ball home, I think it's going to seal up just fine.
It'll be good.
All right, we're going to get with the spaghetti action. Air condition first, though. Well, you're taking the chains off.
Yeah. I hope they can stay off.
Me too. Me too. So you that watch the channel have probably figured out while this motor's been being built, there's been a Chevelle bought in the meantime. And if y'all hadn't watched that video, please go back and watch it, because it definitely slowed us down on this project, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And we met Mr. Larry. We got a new car guy friend. And JC's already been texting him with questions. Simple stuff that should be self-explanatory, but was not. Like, how come you had 2 light bulbs in the ashtray? I know the dome light, but where's the second one go?
Yeah.
And you asked me, and I'm like, under the hood or in the trunk? Nope.
Yep. I already checked that.
Yep.
Glove box.
Glove box.
Glove box.
Which goes back to how nice that car is. The light in the glove box works. He just had the bulbs out because he had the doors open. Didn't want it to run the battery down. But we are not that far away. Done underneath, right?
We're done underneath. We are HEMI all the way now. We're going to finish this one up and see if it won't make some noise.
So this is in the name of content gathering, but what it really is, procrastination right here.
Yep. And I sure am glad you was the one that unhooked all that.
I can assure you, we'll figure it out. Even if we have to call a friend, we'll figure it out. But seriously, we're real close. We're going to get the intake back on, get all the wiring done, and then we're not going to put coolant in it. We're going to fire it up and see if that lingering oil pressure problem is gone. And if it is not, yes. If it's not, though, we're going to put a mechanical gauge in here, and that will eliminate, is it a sensor set incorrectly? And right. JC's already adamantly not going to let us.
Ain't happening.
No burnouts.
Ain't happening.
Until David Page comes and looks at the tune-up on this thing.
Just to tell us for 100% that there is or ain't something wrong with the
number 3
ignition coils there. You know, I know it's got the forged pistons in it now, and they would probably hold up, but
no, there's something wrong.
There's
something wrong.
Yeah,
somewhere.
and it's minor.
Yeah.
I hope it's just a setting, and
yeah.
Then we can stand on old baby D again.
So you done said coils a couple times. Well, the honest truth is, I've marked everything, number 1, 3, 5, 7. I didn't mark them, though. Even the injectors, which we tested. Yeah. So, not a coincidence, because I done told y'all, there ain't no such thing as that, but I honestly don't think it's a coil. I think it's timing. Yeah. Ignition timing is incorrect for what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Procrastination over with. Gonna put an intake on.
Back to work.
Back to work. We're at the mental checklist point. Yeah, we got to tighten the go pedal up.
This here?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Probably made it where it won't go full throttle.
I made it where it won't go full throttle.
All right, spaghetti's all on, intake's on, full of oil, no water, no belt, no nothing. I just want it to start and let it idle till it gets a little temp in it, which won't take long with no water. Do you like that idea or no? Or you just want to start it up and let it run for a second?
I just want to see oil pressure.
Well, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Oil pressure. We got oil pressure. I said we cut it off and put the water to it, and
then warm it, then drain the oil.
Yeah.
So our plan all along has been basically make sure it's got oil pressure. If it don't, we're going to stick a mechanical gauge in it. Then we'll put antifreeze in it, water in it, let it set here and get all the way up to full operating temperature. Drain the oil, cut the filter open, and then the fun part. Brake booster, shifter, blah, 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 blah.
We're close.
We're real close, if it'll start and run.
Yep.
All right, we're going to put some 12 volt to it. I'm going to put y'all on the stand where you can watch it if it starts, if it don't start. if it catches on fire.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Is the timing right? Are the rods torqued, the mains torqued, all that sort of thing. All right, give us just a second. And we are filming.
All right.
Keys in it, they are. All right, fuel leak check. All the injector holes get you light unless. I've seen more than one car burn from injector O-ring leaks. Happy?
Twist your tail and see what we got.
All right, fire in the hole. We have a problem. I'm gonna have to get in. Gotta push the clutch pedal in. Let's hope the clutch pedal works, by the way.
It should.
It should. We didn't break it loose. I'm reaching to put it in neutral.
It's in the floorboard. Reach way over there.
All right, here we go.
That ain't good.
Nope, that's not normal. That is not normal. Try again. Vacuum leak somewhere. We have a vacuum leak, people.
Oh, how about here?
Is that all?
Yeah.
And 37 pounds of oil pressure. It's not right.
That's about what it was before, man.
That's exactly where it was before.
Well, I don't believe it, not with the new oil pump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll be back.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to make sure the vacuum leak's gone.
Okay.
Make sure we ain't got to chase something else. Push the clutch pedal in.
Smoke coming off this header over there.
Yep. Now it sounds right, y'all, but
All right, put up
we
there.
did nothing for oil pressure.
Yeah, we did.
This will tell us.
Yeah, we did.
We'll be back with good old mechanical. When the electronics fail you, what do you do?
Gotta go mechanical.
Mechanical all the way.
Let's see.
All right, what'd you just say? You hoping for 40, 50?
40 to 50, 40, 50.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, this motor's still going to have 35 pounds of oil pressure. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you are too.
I hope I'm wrong. But I think that's what it's going to be. Going live.
I don't know if it just had to.
Well, it ought to sound better.
Yeah.
We done spent about, I don't know, $4,000 on this freaking $700 truck.
Yeah.
All right, let's put antifreeze in and go do a burnout.
So that could have been fence money.
That's right. Could have been fence money.
Y'all can't, y'all can't see Donna back there, but we got another project coming up, and she's like, that $4,000 could have went to her project. Baby D, though.
And it's got oil pressure this time.
And it's got oil pressure.
Yes, that makes me feel better. I'm happy about that.
Belt and antifreeze going in. All right, folks, I don't know about y'all, but me and that one sitting right there, that motor's now broke in. If I wasn't worried about number 3 breaking itself again, we'd go do a big nasty burnout. But I am worried about number 3 breaking again.
So he's your husband. Your husband.
But I know he didn't set it at full throttle where it won't go full throttle. And this one over here that won't get on camera very often, I consider that a job well done. I don't know what else we need to do.
Well, we got to put a brake booster and master
Well, I
cylinder
know-
on it.
I know
the
all that.
hood, tires.
But you know what I do know?
What?
It's October 25th.
Oh, you got to take off early today, don't you?
I got to take
You
off
got to take
early.
off early today.
40 years. 40 years, y'all. It's actually how many? 45, technically. Yes, 45 years, because we started dating when I was a freshman and got married a year after we got out. Long and the short of it, I'm headed out for how many days, Don?
24.
24 days. So the only way that we're going to wrap this video up is to wrap it up right now.
Yep.
So I've had a
We got to accomplish what we need. We need to hear it run.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
needed to see oil pressure.
Yes, we did. Long and the short of it, I've had basically a week off, and y'all have been along for the ride on that with the Chevelle.
Yeah, the Chevelle cost us some time. That's all right.
It was two solid days, actually.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. It's hard to believe, but we spent 2 solid days either A, talking about the Chevelle, or B, driving back and forth to go look at it.
Yep. And don't regret it.
Oh, I don't either. But it wasn't my money. I was all about it.
I was gonna borrow some from y'all.
Well, you had to borrow from her.
Right. You didn't tell her?
Well, she ain't checked the bank statement yet.
That's bad.
All said and done, appreciate you folks watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. Next video, I'll be out west. And the video after that, and the video after that, and the video after that, probably.
Yep.
I am excited. We got 2 races left to go. SEMA show. The Pro Street Build for the Future truck is fire. That thing looks good. Can't wait to go do a few burnouts in it too.
Yeah, I'd like to be along for that one there. That'd
Yes,
be pretty nice.
yes. We appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. Think about it. Last thing. What do y'all want to see in the off season? Because we're basically, when I get back from this trip, it is off season. I already asked you in the last video, what would you do to the Chevelle, if anything? We do have more stuff coming up. We got to finish Baby D. We got to tune it. We got stuff, but y'all tell us what you want to see off season. See you in the next one.